Very, very easy at the moment. Quadratic equation is one which the highest power of the prime numeral is 2. So a quadratic equation has a highest power of 2. Unfortunately, that is not easy to solve, right? You can keep that for now. It's not easy to solve. What you've got to do is you've got to factorize it, and that's where what we learned, the whole cross method and stuff like that. That's where that's going to come in, and a few formulas now as well. But after that, so after you factorize, it's pretty easy. So the hardest skill is factorizing, not the solving. So the rule is pretty much this. If you think about it, if two things are multiplied, so imagine if I told you two numbers were multiplied, a times b equals 0. So if two things were multiplied, doesn't that mean technically that a could have been 0 or b would equal to 0? Did you get the logic of that? If I told you two numbers in the world, it doesn't matter what two numbers. If I told you, x times, well, that's a really horrible one. Let's go d times f equals 0. Well, the only conclusion you would have is one of them have to be 0. So you would say d equals 0 or f equals 0. And that is the golden rule that Azra just said, 85%. Everything must equal to 0. You cannot solve unless it's equal to 0. With linear, so everything you've learned up to today, everything's been powers of 1s, you're allowed to make them equal to anything. So letters on one side, numbers on the other side. With quadratics, no. Everything has to be on one side only. So it has to equal to 0. You remember that general form? Yeah, everything was equal to 0. Same logic. Everything has to equal to 0. All right, so for now, they will all equal to 0. So like this, x minus 3 times x plus 4 equals 0. What does that mean about x minus 3? It has to equal to 0. What does that mean about x plus 4? And then you just solve. X equals, and x equals, and we're done. Was that easy or what? Yeah. Let's go again. 2x bracket x plus 5 equals 0. What does that mean about 2x? And then you solve. Divide by 2, x equals. And x plus 5 equals 0, which means x equals. And you're done. Finished. Any questions? Jenna? One more. Again, bracket 1, bracket 2 equals 0. What does that mean about bracket 1? Equals 2? 0. What does that mean about bracket 2? Equals? 0. And then you just solve. Plus 1, divide by 2. Minus 4, divide by 3. Easy? We'll do one together. Can someone, maybe you guys can just see the answer. X equals -2, you're correct, and x equals? No, you can't see that? No, so let's go slower. Samuel, you can probably start then. I'll get you started soon. You'll draw 2 arrows, or you draw 2 things, let's say. So that means, what does that mean about x plus 2? It has to equal 2? And then how do we solve for x? X equals? -2. And then x plus 1 equals 0, which means x equals -1. Yes, what you can see eventually is it has to be the opposite of what you see. But anyways, go. I'll print your booklets. You guys at home, you can get started. Nice and simple. Yeah, write it in the booklets. You can work them out now in your heads, and then once you get your booklets, they'll be done. Okay, it's getting easier. That's how it works. Year 9's hard. Year 10's easier. Year 11's hard. Year 12's easier. Yeah, that's just how it works. For advanced.
that.
Yes, yes. Understood. That's how this is going to feel. That's how simultaneous is going to feel. And that's how you're going to keep feeling. As you keep getting older and older now, there's going to always be ahead. Which is good. That's what you want.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Marketing. Thank you. Say that again. Okay. Is it answers? Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Any questions? Say it again. Yeah. Cool. Which one is home? Just make sure the answer is right. Yes.
Is that all you have to find?
Correct.
Yeah.
Fine, let's make it hard.
No, no.
It's easy, then you go, isn't it too easy? It's hard, you're like, why is it so hard? Can we have it easier? I'm confused. Welcome to year 10. What do you have to say? Yeah, that's our second topic now. We just did simultaneous now. This is the second topic. All right.